Hi, my name is Dr. Kathleen Nash, and I'm a woman that has struggled with her weight her entire life. But in 2009, I was able to figure out what was wrong with me, and I went from this to this. And that was 80 pounds, and I've been able to maintain that now for 6.5 years. In 2012, I decided to launch a metabolic weight loss program in my office designed to help people figure out what issues were holding them back from losing weight, but even more importantly, what was getting them to not be able to keep it off long term and for it to be sustainable. And so with my metabolic program, I'm able to reach out and help those people that might not be able to diet and work out and exercise the way they want to. Insulin resistance, different stages of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high triglycerides. They could have thyroid dysfunction, and we're able to get those people to lose weight, to keep it off, and I teach them how to do that. And so in this sneak peek video, I'm going to show you how I help my clients that have lost the weight keep it off. So please enjoy this sneak peek of one of my client videos, and I will catch you afterwards. Good morning, Transformers. It is Sunday, December 20th, and it seems like I'm always doing this when I'm in my car, but it's the easiest way to talk to you. It's when I have time. So pardon me if I'm not looking directly at you, but it's the information that I want you to get that I think is the most important. Today, what I'm going to share with you is how to navigate through a day where you know you're going to have a special occasion, like a birthday or a work get-together or a reunion, or you could even do this for Christmas if you plan it right. This morning, I weighed myself and I am 158.6. And 6 years ago in 2009, when I lost the 80 pounds, the bottom weight was 155. So I'm 3.5 pounds-ish, 3.6 pounds away from my lowest weight. So I'm still, that's definitely in my maintenance range. But I'm going through a 50-day project with my Korean friends on dieting and trying to get that number down a little bit. But today, I'm celebrating a friend's birthday. Instead of just not eating anything or bringing my own meal and eating that, that is what I would normally do. When I'm on a diet, or if I'm trying to, maintain the weight or take the weight down a few pounds, just so you know, that is normally what I would do. I would just either not go. One, I would not go. And I would tell them why. I'm dieting, I can't go. Nothing you're eating is something I can have. Or two, I would either eat my food beforehand and go and not eat anything, or I will flat out bring my food and eat it there. I don't have any shame when it comes to taking care of my body and making sure that I stay at the weight that I want to stay. I don't have a problem with that. But instead, I thought I would work that meal into my program for today and show you how you can manage it once your metabolism is corrected. So if your metabolism is not corrected, and that means that you are in the first cycle of one of my customized reduce phase plans where we're correcting your metabolism and getting it to work properly, then don't do this, because your body will not handle it the same as someone who is more insulin sensitive, whose toxicity is low, whose pH is higher, they've had their nutritional deficiency corrected. If you don't have these things going on for you, you will not have the same result. So first cycle of customized reduce phase plans, don't do this. But mark the video and keep it for when you're on maintenance or after you have had metabolic correction. So that's what this video is for. That's what it's going to show you. Step one that I always do is I put the entire day's worth of food into my FitnessPal before I eat anything. So I map out my entire day to make sure that it fits whatever my calorie level is and whatever my macronutrients are for the day. So that was my first step. And once I did that, I was able to look at the macronutrients and the sugars, mainly the sugar. I've got the calorie ranges fine, my macronutrient ranges are fine, but my sugar, my amount of added sugar is way too high. The World Health Organization wants you to eat about 20 grams a day of extra added sugar. That means sugar that's not coming from fruit. When I looked at my total macronutrients for the day, even being modest with what I would eat for dinner tonight with my family, it's 3 days worth of added sugar. Now, that's a problem even for a corrected metabolism. Even for somebody who's insulin sensitive, that can still stop my progress for a day or two during my 50-day diet thing. If I was in maintenance plan, it wouldn't be nearly as big of a deal. But because I want to continue to lose weight and work this in, now it becomes an issue. When that sugar comes into my bloodstream, my body has got to do something with it. It has to pull that sugar out of the bloodstream because it's toxic and it hurts the body and it destroys it. So insulin will be secreted to manage that extra sugar. When insulin comes into play, it's going to decide one of 3 options that it will do to manage the sugar. The first option is, if I am currently being pretty active, it will use the sugar as fuel immediately, right then. But that's a 20-minute window. Great. However, I think my dinner is going to be something like 5 or 6 o'clock at night, and I'm going to be visiting with my family in and around the time that I'm having the dinner. So I'm not going to be physically active. So that option's out. Option 2, it will look in my actual bodies of skeletal muscle to see if I have any room to store it there. That kind of fuel is called glycogen. It basically means muscle sugar, and it's storage sites that our muscles will use for immediate energy. That is something that I want to maximize for today to make sure that my body does not store this sugar that it's getting as fat. Your body will take the remaining amount of that energy and it's going to store it as fat. So that is what I want to avoid. I don't want my body storing anything as fat. I'm looking to maximize option number 2, which is putting it into my muscle. How do you make room in your muscle so that when the sugar comes in, that's where your body's going to put it? That's exercise. There's no way around that, you guys. It's exercise. It's the only thing that's going to burn that glycogen. There's a couple things you need to know about glycogen. 1, every muscle has its own glycogen storage site, and they don't transfer over. So what that means is the muscles in my thigh have their own glycogen storage site, and once they're used up, they're used up. The body will not take glycogen from, say, the calf or the butt or the arm and use it. Once it's gone, it's gone. Now, the good thing about that is that once the glycogen is burned out, your body will start using fat in that area for its energy. So that's the good news. But the downside is smaller muscles like your arms, once they're burned out, they didn't burn a lot of glycogen, they don't hold a lot of glycogen, and they're not going to take it from your legs and put it in your arms for you. The key with the exercise, when you want to make room for sugar in your muscle, is to burn big muscle groups. So that means you want to do something that's going to involve 3 big areas of your body: the legs and the butt, the back, and the chest. Those are the 3 big areas of muscle in the body. And so the more you can blow those out and make room, the better. For the workout, here's what I'm going to do. To make sure that I empty out those glycogen stores, I'm going to do 20 minutes of cardio, but it will be high intensity interval training. And I'll probably have another video where I can bring the camera in and show you the high intensity interval training that I do. I will also hit the big muscles of the chest and make those glycogen stores go away, so that later on when I eat that sugar will have somewhere to go. Also, while I am working out, I'm going to be drinking this. This is just alkaline water, as you can see. I've had it tested in my office, so I know the alkalinity is true. That's the real number. It is a 9.0. And then you'll notice that it's red, and that's because I put the Synergy Pro Arginine in it. So the components of the Synergy Pro Arginine promote cardiovascular health. I'm going to sip on that to protect and open up the cardiovascular system, make it more flexible, make it easier on my body. This also has other components that's going to help protect my muscle so that it doesn't break down so much during the course of the workout. And I'm out of the gym. I did my HIIT training. I also did about 4 exercises for the chest so that I could burn some stuff out of there as well and make room in the chest muscles for my treat meal later on. Pretty much all I have to do now is get ready and make sure that I keep my water intake high. I'll show you what my lunch is going to be, and then it'll be time for the birthday celebration. I'm here at Life Cafe and I'm having lunch because I didn't have time to go home. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm gonna be eating. I ordered the side dish, which is broccoli and snap peas with a little bit of garlic, and I believe it's sauteed in just a little bit of butter, which is totally fine. A side of chicken breast, which is about probably 3 to 4 ounces. This doesn't have really any carbohydrate in it. It just has fibrous carbohydrate, which doesn't really count, and protein. And then I just got sparkling water. This puts me in perfect position to eat my dinner tonight and enjoy myself, and I've lined everything up so that what I eat gets stored into the muscle, not into the fat cell. I'm still in a deficit, and hopefully we see either my weight staying the same or going down tomorrow, but either way, I'll show you what it is. And then this morning, moment of truth. Let's see what it says. No way. Check it out. I really hope you enjoyed my sneak peek at one of my client videos and how I helped them. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up or leave a comment below and tell me what you think about the video. Also, I plan on doing a lot more of this in 2016, so subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for all the exciting things that are coming up in terms of getting you fit, getting you healthy, and getting you to your goal weight. Have a great Christmas, you guys. Thanks a lot.